It's a beautiful day. It's Sunday, what is it, the 19th, Simon, or the 18th? 18th. It's September 18th. I got Simon here. Wave, Simon. There's Bulldog. He's on the tiller. We are headed out of LA Harbor, and we're gonna head up to Avalon. Got the staysail. I finally got the staysail luff threaded properly. Now that I've got somebody else on the tiller, I can actually see what's going on up here. So that's nice. And this is hey Robert, here's the main. And the main is actually, I got the outhaul out. And the draft looks pretty decent actually. I thought it was gonna be a little blown because it's an older main, but it's not, it's in good shape. And when we get outside the gate, we'll make a decision on whether or not to fly the Yankee. Now the Yankee sail is a type of head sail, it's a jib, and it's only about 30% or so. And it's a really high aspect. The clue is going to be about maybe halfway up the staysail, and its job is to add a little balance, but mostly to accelerate a slot of wind over the staysail, kind of like the jib or the staysail do for the main. This gorgeous boat over here. What is this thing? The big asymmetrical. Okay, so I got my friend Simon with me. Wave, Simon. Simon's boat is a Vega 27, called Bulldog, and we christened it a little bit ago. And Bulldog is back there guarding the castle, and we're going to go out on a forage here and head out to Avalon. We left Los Angeles about 11:45. 11:45. Okay, so it's taken us an hour to go like a mile. We're figuring out the sails as we go. We're coming up on the outer marker now, so I figure about 4 hours from now we'll be at Avalon. Puts us in about 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. And if we see anything cool, whales, submarines, anything like that, we'll try to take a photo, but of course we'll be too late. Peace, love, and granola. Well, not a heck of a lot of wind. We've been on the motor for the past hour and a half. Okay, there we go. Try to get up here and see the boat under sail. We haven't been able to see too much of the boat under sail because I've always been holding the tiller. But I got Simon at the helm. Wave. And we're getting closer to Avalon. It's about 4:20. Figure maybe another hour to get there. Got about 2 hours of sun left. And dolphins. Come on back up. Come on. There they are. Sailing with dolphins. Got a pot of dolphins right there. It's gonna be hard to see in there in the sun right now. We wouldn't have seen them if the engine was on. triplane of the sailing world, the cutter. Okay, witnesses, we are sailing, and we've determined that Simon is the best sailor who's currently holding a tiller. Right there. So we're making about 6 knots. We got a nice fresh breeze, about 15 knots of wind. We're about maybe 30 minutes out of Avalon, and doing well.
15-degree heel.
15-degree heel. See? A heel. And saw a pot of pilot whales. First time ever. We named them. And we're gonna...
3 sails.
Yeah, and we're flying all 3 sails. So we're gonna be exchanging Christmas cards with the pilot whales from now on. And the only reason we saw the pilot whales is because Simon, aka Bulldog, is a pilot. Alright, just finished the sail drop coming into Avalon Harbor. We can see Casino. Hey Kent! That's you, Casino! And we got this cruise line over here. They're clearly in awe of our boat. That's probably why they're going so slow. And in a couple of seconds here, we'll get in and we'll call Harbor Patrol on Channel 12. The website says there's 28 moorings. There's actually a website. I'll post the link. You can just go there, look at that, and then you can look and see how many available subs there are by boat size, so it's pretty cool. And it shows the price and everything like that. And right now they say that the pump out station is working, so we'll clear the holding tank before we leave tomorrow and get out of here in the morning. It's kind of cool. We got a cruise ship coming in the same time we are. And just called up Harbor Patrol. They've got the patrol boat at the mouth of the mooring coming out to catch up with us and take us to our mooring for the night. And it's another absolutely beautiful evening in Avalon. I'm gonna take the shore boat, go aboard the dock over there, see what's going on, use the facilities, so to speak. So here we are in the entrance of Casino in Avalon. Yeah, it's really that tall. Holy cow, this thing's huge. And of course it's always locked, but so it's a movie theater, concert hall. They're showing Jurassic Park. This place is really out of date.
That was yesterday.
It's old. So this is how we cook sausage on the Fighting Guppy. Chopsticks. Why not? Breakfast will be maple sausage in my new lightweight cast iron pan, which I'm very happy. Shake and pour pancakes, and of course coffee, which sadly is instant, but it's coffee. Simon has updated the log entry, and he's left-handed. My mom's left-handed, she'll like you.
Well, never mind.
I just threw in some pancake crumbs after breakfast, some Garibaldi, some sea bass, Californians are taught this, but otherwise you might not know Garibaldi are protected fish. It's a state fish. It's like a saltwater goldfish. They sure seem happy down there. Breakfast. So we cast off from Avalon. There's no wind, so we're motoring now. Iron head sail. Woohoo! And we're going up to Toyon Bay just to kind of do a little recon. This is one of the SeaMe camps here, it looks like. You can see some kayaks there. Little dock. And most of the SeaMe camps, the Catalina Island Marine Institute, they're kids camps. And they've got maybe half a dozen of them. You can anchor off of most of them, but most of them are private beach. You can't go ashore. So we're just going to recon up and go up and look at Toyon Bay. It's one of the more popular anchorages near Avalon. There's no wind, so there's no point in trying to get out there and set sail yet. It's a nice day to just go on north the coastline. And it'll actually improve our angle of attack when we do decide to set sail and head towards mainland. It'd be fun to put this thing on a broad reach if we can get that kind of wind. Just an absolutely gorgeous trip to Avalon. Like I said, you gotta go to Avalon. So Simon and I spent the night at Avalon, and we got mooring number 32, barbecued some steaks on the grill.
Which the skipper went directly to with infallible navigational skills.
Say that one more time for record.
The skipper went directly to the mooring with infallible navigation skills.
In spite of?
In spite of some confusing instructions from the Harbor Patrol.
And the attorney's preference was to follow the less than clear instructions.
I was clearly wrong on it.
No, just a different approach.
Just different.
Now see, my thought was, I knew where 32 was because I had stayed at 36. And I knew that we were on limited daylight. So I just wanted to get there fast.
There you go. Shorten the distance.
So, and I think behind me you can probably see one of the SeaMe camps, the California Island Marine Institute. I think there's a couple of them. One of them is Fox Landing. I don't know which ones they are. My brother Kent, he worked out here for a couple of years on these things, and looked like he had a lot of fun. Free food, free place to live, and money for beer is what it looked like it was.
What do you need?
You can see it's just a gorgeous day. There's no wind, so there's no point in setting sail. I'm just going to cruise on up, and I want to kind of scope out the Toyon Bay anchorage. It's one of the closed, deep, protected anchorages in case Avalon's booked. Got dolphins out. Never fails. We turn off the engine, and the sea mammals come over to see what we are. There they are. There's a whole pod of them. Look at this. Simon, you seeing this? There must be 30 of them. Holy cow. It's amazing. Where'd that marlin go? I missed him.
Up the starboard side, crossed over our bow, and came down the port side.
Where did he go?
I don't know. He was chasing something.
I think he was trying to evade.
Yeah, he was probably evading the porpoise or whatever was down there.
Shark?
Wow. I have never seen him.
Neither have I. That was beautiful. How many jumps? Six jumps. And so it's about a little after 2:15. Simon's at the helm. Wait, Simon. And we didn't get it on video, but a marlin jumped out of the water, circled around from stern to port, or stern to bow, came up the starboard side, jumped 6 times out of the water. And he was breaching probably 10 feet out of the water. This guy was moving. Then he circled around in front of our boat and then came down off the port bow and disappeared and swam away before I could get the camera out. Anyways, we're up to about 15 knots of wind and we're at hull speed. We're doing about 6.65. Got a ship coming in here. We're in the transit channel, so he's gonna have right of way. We're just keeping an eye on him. And if we end up in a close-in situation with him, I don't see if you can see him, but if we end up close in with him, we're gonna just fall off and parallel his track, and then when he screams on by us at full speed, we'll just harden up and come in behind him, and that'll keep us from ever having to cross his wake. His bow, cross his path. That's it. I'll figure this out. I'm still camera shy. All right, coming to you from the Fighting Guppy. We're about 2 hours away from home. Was that even? Okay, so we've been running for the past couple miles here, coming into Angel's Gate. And Simon was the first to spot it, so he gets the 2022 Vision Award. But it's 2022. And we've unintentionally jibed the staysail twice, but brought it back over again. We're not going to do it again though. 3 sails is a lot more to deal with than 2. So we're going to round the gate and then start hardening up. Well, coming back in was really exciting. We had some trouble with the jib. I couldn't get the jib to furl. There's something wrong with the furler. So I tried undoing the sheets and then trying to get it to wrap around, but the sheets were snapping. We had just too much wind. And tried seeing if I could just keep jibing the boat around and see if that would wrap up the furler some around the forestay, the headstay. And that didn't work. So that was plan A, B, and C exhausted. And plan D was I had Simon just head down to wind, and I just dropped the furler, the furler on the jib. So we got the jib on the deck here, behaving like a normal jib. And the question is whether the rolling furler can be salvaged, or whether it's time to remove this rolling furler and look at putting hasps onto the sail and just hanking it on like a normal jib, or whatever it's going to be. So that'll be an engineering decision with, of course, an economic overtone. So how much can I afford and what can work? Anyways, we're almost back and it's been a lot of fun. Oh, we saw a marlin. I don't know if I said this yet, but we had this marlin jumping out of the water. It was about 50 feet off of the starboard side, on the starboard quarter, leaping up out of the water, jumped about 5 times, and then jumped out of the water in front of our boat. This thing must have been 6 or 8 feet long, and then jumped one more time down the port side. I didn't get the camera out in time, but it would have been amazing. I got it plotted, so I'm going to put it down there, so any marlin fishermen, stay away from that marlin, he's mine. So this freighter is pumping water out of its anchor wells, and we can't determine why. tanker, not a freighter, tanker. Is this the one that just came in behind us? No. The one that came in behind us is up there, isn't it?
Yep.
We don't know. And so the end of another amazing trip, and hopefully everybody takes a little time to hopefully like my video, but subscribe. And if you want to see something specific in the Channel Islands, that's the goal. Is we plan on, Simon and I plan on trying to circumnavigate the Channel Islands and see if the ladies will come with us. He's got a nice boat too, and that'd be a lot of fun to anchor both boats out in Avalon, and then maybe hit 2 harbors. And then if we can figure it out, Anacapa Islands. The goal is that we don't really know what we're doing, so we're trying to figure it out and have a heck of a lot of fun doing it. All right, thanks for watching, and talk to you soon. And we'll see you at next trip. Next trip in about a month, we're gonna try to get out to Twin Harbors. But we also want to get Simon's boat out, the Bulldog. Bye.